There is a room that exists somewhere between your waking thoughts and the place where dreams begin. It's not a room you can find on any map. It doesn't have walls made of brick or wood. It doesn't have a door with a lock or a window with a view. And yet, it's the most real place you've ever been. This is the room that remembers everything. It remembers every moment of peace you've ever felt. Every time you were held as a child and knew, without words, that you were safe. Every sunset that made you pause and forget what you were worried about. Every deep breath that brought you back to yourself when you thought you were lost. The room remembers the sound of rain on a roof when you had nowhere to be. It remembers the warmth of a blanket pulled up to your chin on a cold morning. It remembers the exact feeling of relief when something you were afraid of turned out to be okay. All of this, the room has kept for you. And tonight, you're going to find it again. You don't have to do anything to get there. You don't have to try. You don't have to force your thoughts to be quiet or your body to relax. The room already knows you're coming. It's been waiting. So for now, just breathe. Let your eyes close if they haven't already. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. And know that wherever you are right now, whatever you're lying on, whatever sounds are around you, whatever thoughts are still circling in your mind, you are already closer to the room than you realize. The room is not far away. It never was. It's been here the whole time, just beneath the surface of your busy days and restless nights, waiting for a moment like this one, waiting for you to remember that it exists. And now you remember. Imagine, if you can, that you're standing at the edge of a quiet forest. The trees here are old and tall, their branches reaching toward a sky that's just beginning to darken. It's that perfect time between day and night when the air feels softer and everything seems to slow down. There's a path in front of you. It's not overgrown or difficult to find. It's simply waiting. The kind of path that feels familiar, even if you've never walked it before. You begin to walk. Your feet know where to go. They remember this path the way your hands remember how to open a door, or your lungs remember how to breathe. You don't have to think about it. You just move forward, one step at a time. The forest is quiet, but not silent. There's the soft rustle of leaves above you, stirred by a breeze so gentle you can barely feel it. Somewhere, a bird is settling into its nest for the night. The last light of the day filters through the branches, casting long shadows that stretch and soften across the ground. As you walk, you notice that your breathing has already begun to slow. Not because you're trying to slow it, but because the forest itself seems to be breathing with you. You've been walking for what feels like a few minutes, or maybe longer. Time moves differently here when you see it. Up ahead, just barely visible through the trees, there's a soft glow. It's warm and golden, like candlelight or the last rays of a sunset. It doesn't flicker or move. It simply is. You know, without having to think about it, that this is where the room is. The path curves gently, and as you follow it, the trees begin to thin. The glow grows brighter, but never harsh. It's the kind of light that makes you feel held, not exposed. And then you're there. The room doesn't look the way you might expect. It doesn't have four walls and a ceiling. Instead, it's more like a clearing, a perfect circle of soft grass surrounded by the ancient trees. Above you, the sky is a deep, peaceful blue, scattered with the first stars of the evening. In the center of the clearing, there's a place to rest. It might look like a bed of moss, impossibly soft. or a hammock woven from light itself, or simply a warm, welcoming space that seems made for you. It does not matter what it looks like. What matters is how it feels, and it feels like coming home. You move toward the center of the room, the clearing, and you lie down. The moment your body touches the ground, you feel something release. Some tension you didn't even know you were carrying begins to dissolve. The sky above you is vast, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. It feels protective, like a blanket made of darkness and starlight, draped gently over the world. And now the room begins to remember. The first memory returns. It starts with a feeling, not a thought, not a picture, just a feeling rising up from somewhere deep inside you, like a bubble floating to the surface of still water. The feeling is warmth, the kind of warmth you felt when you were very, very small, when someone who loved you held you close, and you didn't have to understand anything, didn't have to do anything, didn't have to be anything other than exactly what you were. The room remembers this for you. It remembers the weight of arms around you, the sound of a heartbeat that wasn't yours, steady and slow, like a drum, keeping time in the universe itself. It remembers the way your small body relaxed completely, because in that moment, there was nothing to protect yourself from. You didn't know the words for safety then. You didn't need them. You just knew the feeling. And now lying here in the room that remembers everything, you feel it again. Let that feeling spread. Let it move through your chest, your shoulders, your arms. Let it sink into your back, your hips, your legs, all the way down to your feet. You are held. You have always been held, even when it didn't feel that way, even when you felt alone. The holding was there, just beneath the surface, waiting for you to remember. Another memory begins to rise. This one comes as a picture. You are standing by a window. It might be a window from your childhood home, or a window from somewhere you visited once, or a window that doesn't exist anywhere except in the room's memory. Outside the window, it's raining. Not a storm, just rain. Steady, gentle, endless rain. The kind that turns the world soft and gray and quiet. You're watching the rain, and you have nowhere to be. There's nothing you need to do. No one is waiting for you. No task is calling your name. You're just standing there, breathing, watching the water trace lines down the glass. And in that moment, you feel something rare and precious, complete peace. The room remembers this moment because your soul needed to keep it. Not the details, not the color of the walls or what you were wearing, but the feeling, the absolute, perfect stillness of having nothing to do but exist. That feeling is available to you now. You don't have to go anywhere to find it. You don't have to wait for the perfect rainy day or the perfect quiet moment. The feeling lives inside you. The room has simply helped you remember where it's stored. Breathe in and feel the peace of that rainy window. Breathe out and let it fill every part of you. The memories continue to rise, one after another, each one gentler than the last. There's the memory of a summer afternoon when you lay in the grass and watched clouds drift across a blue sky. You didn't name the shapes. You didn't think about what you should be doing instead. You just lay there, and the world was enough. There's the memory of a meal shared with someone you loved. The food was simple, maybe even ordinary, but the company made it feel like a feast. You laughed at something, you can't remember what, And for a moment, the future and the past disappeared, and there was only the present, warm and alive. There's the memory of falling asleep to the sound of someone's voice, reading to you, or telling you a story, or simply talking about nothing important. The words didn't matter. What mattered was the presence, the knowing that you weren't alone. All of these moments, the room has kept them safe for you. They never went away. They were never lost. They were simply waiting, here in this place between waking and dreams, for you to need them again. And tonight, you need them. So the room gives them back. The sky of the clearing has deepened to a rich, velvet darkness. The stars are brighter now, scattered across the heavens like seeds of light planted by an ancient, gentle hand. You're no longer just lying in the room. You're becoming part of it. Your body has grown heavy, not in an uncomfortable way, but in the way that feels like finally coming to rest. Like setting down a weight you've been carrying for so long that you forgot you were carrying it. Your thoughts, which were perhaps still circling when you first arrived, have begun to slow. They're not gone. Thoughts never fully disappear, but they've lost their urgency. They drift past like clouds, and you watch them go without reaching out to grab them. There's nothing you need to figure out right now. There's nothing you need to solve. The problems of your waking life are still there, somewhere beyond the forest, but they can't reach you here. The room protects you. And now, the room shows you something new. It's not a memory this time. It's something deeper. Something that was true before the memories, and will be true after they fade. The room shows you yourself. Not the self that worries and plans and struggles to keep up. Not the self that compares and judges and fears falling behind. Not the self that lies awake at night, running through all the things that could go wrong. The room shows you the self beneath all of that. The self that existed before you learned to be afraid. This self doesn't have a list of things to prove. It doesn't need to be more productive or more successful or more anything. It simply is. This is the self that knew when you were very small that the world was a place of wonder, that sunlight on water was worth stopping to watch, that a bug crawling across the ground was a miracle. This self didn't disappear. It couldn't disappear. It's the core of who you are, unchanged and unchangeable. No matter what happened to you, no matter what you've been through. The room shows you this self now because you need to remember that it's still there. Beneath the exhaustion, it's there. Beneath the anxiety, it's there. Beneath the doubt and the fear and the endless thinking, it's there. It's always been there. And tonight, as you rest in this room that remembers everything, you can feel it. Not as an idea, but as a presence. A warmth at the center of your chest. A stillness at the back of your mind. You are not your worries. You are the one who watches the worries come and go. You are not your fears. You are the one who notices the fears and keeps breathing anyway. You are not your racing thoughts. You are the vast, quiet space in which the thoughts arise and dissolve. This is what the room wanted you to remember. Not just the peaceful moments of your past, though those are precious, but this, you are the peace itself. You've always been. The world may have convinced you that peace is something you have to earn, or chase, or achieve. That it's always one more accomplishment away, one more problem solved away, one more worry resolved away. But that's not true. Peace isn't something you find. It's something you are, and the room has simply helped you remember. Let yourself sink deeper now. Your body is relaxed. Your breath is slow. Your mind is quiet. The stars above you seem to pulse gently, as if they're breathing too. The ancient trees around the clearing sway in a breeze so soft, it's more like a thought than a wind. Everything is exactly as it should be. And you are exactly where you're meant to be. There's one more memory the room wants to share with you. It's not like the others. It's not a moment from your past. Exactly. It's more like a truth. Something that's always been there, humming beneath the surface of everything. The room remembers that you are loved. Not loved because of what you do. Not loved because of what you achieve, or how you look, or who you know, or what you can offer. Loved simply because you exist. This might be hard to believe. The waking world has given you so many reasons to doubt it. It's shown you rejection and failure and disappointment. It's taught you that love is conditional, that acceptance must be earned, that you have to be more to be enough. But the room knows something the waking world has forgotten. The room knows that you arrived in this world whole. You didn't come here broken or lacking or in need of fixing. You came here complete, already containing everything you would ever need to be. The struggles of your life didn't damage that completeness. The painful experiences, the losses, the times you fell short of who you wanted to be, none of it touched the deepest part of you. That part remains untouched, unbroken, and that part is loved. Not by anyone in particular, though there are people who love you. Loved by life itself, by the same force that turns sunflowers toward the sun and guides birds across continents and keeps planets spinning in their orbits. There's a love that holds the universe together, and you are not separate from it. You never were. Tonight, in this room that remembers everything, you can feel that love. It doesn't ask anything of you. It doesn't require you to be different, or better, or more. It simply surrounds you the way the night sky surrounds the stars, the way the ocean surrounds a single drop of water. You belong here. You've always belonged here. And nothing, no mistake, no failure, no fear can change that. Let this truth settle into your bones. Let it quiet the last of your thoughts. Let it carry you deeper and deeper still. The room has one final gift for you tonight. It's not a memory, exactly. It's more like permission. Permission to rest. You've spent so much of your life doing, pushing, striving, worrying about what's next and what's undone and what might go wrong. Tonight you have permission to stop. Not forever, just for now, just for this night. The things that need doing will still be there tomorrow. The problems that need solving will wait. The responsibilities and obligations and expectations they'll keep. But right now, in this moment, you are allowed to simply be. You don't have to figure anything out tonight. You don't have to make any decisions. You don't have to rehearse conversations or plan for contingencies or run through tomorrow's to-do list. All of that can wait. For now, there is only this room, this breath, and this moment is enough. Your body knows how to sleep. It's been doing it your whole life. You don't have to force it. You don't have to control it. You just have to let it happen. And it's already happening. Your eyelids are heavy now. Your limbs are relaxed. Your breath has slowed to a gentle, easy rhythm. Sleep is not something you chase. It's something you surrender to. And surrender is not weakness. Surrender is wisdom. Surrender is trust. Surrender is finally allowing yourself to be held by something larger than your worried mind. So surrender. Let go. Let the room hold you. Let the night hold you. Let sleep finally take you home. The room is quiet now. The stars are watching over you. Your breath rises and falls. You are safe. You are loved. You are home. And sleep now. Rest well. The room will remember for you.